There is something behind you. You can't see it, but it's there. Your mind races. Your heart pounds. Now pause. Why do you feel this way? It's not real. You are just watching a video. You are safe, right? But your brain doesn't care. It reacts as if the danger is real. Because there is one thing we have always feared: the unseen. Fear of the unseen. It's one of the oldest and most universal emotions for humans' experience. It's woven into our stories, our religions, our survival instincts. We fear ghosts, monsters, and the dark. But we also fear the deep ocean, the vastness of space, the future, the unknown. It's always been with us. But here's the question: why does the unknown trigger such a powerful reaction? Is it primal instinct? Perhaps a biological survival mechanism? Or something much more psychological? Today, we are diving deep into this fear. We will explore the science behind our instincts, how different cultures have responded to it, and why, despite all our knowledge, we still feel uneasy when faced with the unknown. Maybe the greatest horror isn't what's in front of us, it's what we can't see. Throughout history, societies have feared things they could not see, but believed were there. This fear has shaped civilizations. It has defined religions, myths, and even how we explore the world. When we look at the ancient Egyptians, they feared invisible gods, judging them in the afterlife. And in the medieval Europe, they were mostly haunted by demons, witches, and curses, things that couldn't be seen, but were feared nonetheless. And if we want to check the modern society, we fear viruses, cyber threats, artificial intelligence, invisible forces that could destroy lives without a warning. The pattern is clear. Whenever humans don't understand something, we fear it. And it's not just superstition, it's deeply rooted in our survival. For early humans, a rustling in the bushes meant one of two things. Just a harmless breeze. Ooh, maybe a hidden predator. The ones who assumed the worst, they were the ones who survived. And that instinct never went away. So, why does the unseen makes us uncomfortable? It all comes down to three disputable reasons. 1. Uncertainty creates fear. The unknown leaves gaps in our knowledge, and our brains fill those gaps with worst-case scenarios. This isn't just a psychological theory. It's something hardwired into our survival instincts. Think about it. When you hear a strange noise at night, do you assume it's just the wind? Or does your mind jump to something far more terrifying? Your brain doesn't take chances. It defaults to fear. Because assuming the worst was how our ancestors survived. This is why conspiracy theories spread easily. Because what we don't know, we fear. It's the same reason why people feel uneasy when hearing a strange signal from space, or why we create mythical monsters to explain things we can't see. Take the deep sea, for example. For centuries, sailors feared what might lurk beneath the waves. They spoke of krakens, sea serpents, and underwater demons, because it was easier to believe in monsters than to accept that the ocean was simply unknown. The truth is, our fear thrives in uncertainty. The moment we don't have an answer, our imagination takes over. 2. Lack of control feels dangerous. Fear isn't just about not knowing. It's also about not having control. Humans crave certainty. We like to predict outcomes, plan ahead, and prepare for threats. But the unseen takes that power away. When something is unknown, it is uncontrollable. We can't study it. We can't prepare for it. And worst of all, we don't know if it's dangerous. This is why people fear deep oceans, because we don't know what's beneath. And outer space, because it's vast and unknowable. And lastly, the dark, because anything could be hiding within it. It's why a locked room in an abandoned house feels scarier than an open one. It's why surveillance paranoia exists. We don't fear being watched. We fear not knowing who is watching. It's why some of the greatest mysteries in history, like the Bermuda Triangle, lost civilizations, and unsolved disappearances keeps us at night. Because as long as we don't know the full story, our brains assume the worst. 3. Primal instincts never left us. Even though we live in a world of logic, science, and technology, our brain still functions like they did thousands of years ago. We are modern creatures, but our instincts are still ancient. That's why a shadow moving in the dark could be a predator, a place no one has returned from. Best to stay away. A deep dark forest could be hiding something dangerous. This is why horror movies use dark hallways, eerie fog, and unseen entities. Because they tap into something deeper than just storytelling. They activate a fear that was with us before we had cities, before we had civilization, before we even had words to describe it. Fear of the unseen is not just psychological, it's biological, it's instinctual, it's what kept us alive for thousands of years. And that's why, even today, even when we know better, even when we tell ourselves there's nothing to be afraid of, we still feel uneasy when the lights go out. But how do we know this fear is real? Science provides answers. A study from the Journal of Neuroscience found that the amygdala, the brain's fear center, activates more when facing unknown threats compared to visible dangers. Another study showed that people exposed to vague, unseen threats experience higher stress than those facing direct, visible threats. And pop culture? It reflects this fear everywhere. Horror movies thrive on the unseen. Think about the Babadook or Host. The terror isn't from what you see, but what you don't. Urban legends like Slenderman or The Rake play on the fear of something just outside of our vision. Even modern fears, AI, government surveillance, invisible digital threats, stem from the same psychological response. Our biggest fears are rarely about what we know. They are about what we don't. But what if fear of the unseen isn't always bad? Throughout history, it's been a driving force for exploration, discovery, and survival. Astronomers once feared the cosmos, but that fear led to groundbreaking discoveries. Explorers once feared uncharted lands, but that fear led to world-changing voyages. Scientists once feared the unknown, but that fear fueled medical breakthroughs. Fear isn't just about paralysis. Sometimes it pushes us forward. Because the greatest discoveries always begin with the unknown. So, what does this mean for us? Fear of the unseen is natural. It has protected us, shaped our cultures, and influenced our decisions. But here's the key. Fear only controls us if we let it. The people who changed the world, the scientists, explorers, visionaries, were the ones who faced the unknown and kept going. Maybe the lesson here isn't to avoid fear, but to understand it. Because sometimes what's hiding in the dark isn't a monster, it's an opportunity. What do you think? Is fear of the unseen something we should fight, or something we need? Let me know in the comments. And if you love diving deep into the unknown, hit subscribe. Until next time, stay curious.